Not everything deserves a reaction. Not everything deserves your emotional impact behind it. Because sometimes we take it to a level where we act out on emotions. We act out on our feelings, that we don't let anything sit. We don't think. You may overthink though. And that overthinking causes you to go back to that emotional state, to react to something that you didn't have enough time to truly think about. You can see everything that is happening to you. You can see everything that's happening around you. You can see exactly how that person is making you feel and exactly how that person is treating you. And if you allow this person to constantly do the things that trigger you, cause that alarm to go off, that's something that you must fix within yourself and learn that what are you attaching yourself to? What do you expect the outcome to be from a person that is constantly showing you something that is causing you this anxiety to come up out of you? Something that you don't have management over, something that you're causing yourself to take you away from doing day-to-day tasks because you're so fixated on getting that thing to focus back on you. Look at me is all we're saying. Look at me is all we're doing. Your actions reflect the mindset that you have. And if you don't have that steady mindset yet, you shouldn't react to all the things that people are doing wrong to you, all the things that are making you feel uncomfortable. Understand that this thought is something that you must have within yourself. Understand yourself and have that balance. It is okay to speak up. It is okay to advocate for yourself. And that is absolutely advised. You don't want to allow somebody to do something to you that you've already established that is not okay. But within the emotional reaction, the emotional response, the testing people, the no contact, because I personally, no contact is a manipulative thing. It is a conscious thing that everyone is aware that this person may want to talk to you. You may want to talk to this person. Both of y'all want to talk, but y'all are so stubborn that you don't want to talk to each other because of the no contact thing, because society has blown it up to ignore the person that you want most, to ignore the person that you want to communicate with most. Sometimes you do need time apart, but that no contact shit is BS. When you walk away from situations and you take the time to heal, you take the time to reflect on yourself, you realize that that period where you're not talking to this person is not because you want them to come back. It's because you want to better yourself in the long run. I had a reflection moment with myself, and I had to realize that I was depending on someone way too much to respond to what I'm doing, be on my type of level, be on my frequency. And that's what I look to with a lot of my partners, with a lot of my past people. And if you're not on that same frequency, exactly where I want you, exactly how I had you and how I am, I'm done. I'm just going to walk away from you and leave you alone. And yes, that does make sense, but on a certain caliber, the intensity that you have for other people is not going to be received if they're not looking to have you, if they're not looking to build with you and be that person for you. You can't sit here and constantly blow their phone up and think that they're going to change just because you're present, just because you're available, just because you're there. Your availability may show as a sign of weakness, as a sign of clinginess to some people. They're not going to react to that. They're not going to talk to that. They're going to further stray away from that. You get into an aspect of where you're chasing this other person, and you don't want to do that. Chasing other people has you realize that you're the only one putting in effort. You're the only one putting in action behind this relationship. So you're allowing this relationship to take you outside of yourself, have you chase this person that isn't even playing tag with you. And so take the time, whenever you don't talk to someone, let's go back to no contact. Take the time to really reflect on your emotions, how you're feeling, how you're doing. In this time period of not talking to this person, it really is a time for you to level up. It's a time for you to change. It's a time for you to be better for yourself. A lot of this self-improvement that you see on the social media, YouTube, it's about self-improvement. Oh, you want to get better. And then when that person come back around, yeah, that's cool and all. But self-improvement is for yourself to improve. It's literally in the name in it of itself. You don't want to self-improve just because you're thinking about this other person. You want this other person to come back. You want this person to have that better version of you. That's not what self-improvement is for. Literally do it for yourself. Do it for the next person. Maybe this person will never see you for how you are or see your improvement, see your change. That is okay. But take the time to really change yourself. Change your mentality, change your thought, and detach from that situation. Because you may have opportunities where it comes back to you. But if you realize it's not changing, if you realize it's the same repetitive cycle, keep doing you. Put the lenses back on yourself. You don't have to fixate on every other thing that everyone else is doing. You have no obligation to anyone else. I say this because I find it funny. I used to be a people pleaser. I used to always be there for someone else. But was I ever there for myself? No. You have to show up for yourself as well. That's what self-improvement is. It is betterment of oneself. It is for oneself. And with that oneself that is upgraded, then you can share the benefits of yourself with these other people. But it's up to you to deem yourself necessary when it's time for you to do that. You don't have to heal so fast that you recognize that this other person that you were chasing has already moved on from you. Keep the lenses on yourself. You don't want to focus on what everyone else is doing. Not even everyone else, but what that person is doing, because it's irrelevant to your life. It's irrelevant to what you have going on right now. So getting back to it, just think of self-improvement as a way to get better in life, to get more successful, to gain success, to be where you want to be in life. That person that you are today can change. You can go after anything that you want to at any given moment. It is all up to you, and it's the state that you're in that you're accepting to be in. Nobody else is doing this to you but yourself. And you must have that recognition in your thoughts to process that and to understand that the change that I have possible is with myself, nobody else. Nobody else can determine what you have to do in life. And that's why a lot of times I used to reflect on my own life, because I used to go to my parents for everything. Mostly my mom, because she has that level head and she's the type of woman that I would want to be in life later on, or even now, shoot. But she is a role model, and I had to break away from constantly looking for other people's advice rather than my own. Talking to myself, what does Kyra want? And to reveal it, and she knows better now. If I knew then what I know now, that previous version of myself wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be what I am today. So know that change is capable. You are capable of change. It is possible. And keep working after it.